Ireland continued to build momentum with another tidy win. My name's Mark, let's talk rugby. It was an abrasive start from both teams in this one. Some big contacts, both teams being very aggressive in defence. Ireland, they go up the line from a penalty, have a period of pressure in around the 22, win another penalty. Sexton then opens the scoring from the tee. And, he actually looked like to me he actually went over the shot clock. Referee Wayne Barnes said he was just inside, but it looked like, at least on the screen, that he went over. But it's 3-0 to Ireland. Then Sam Lousy gets caught offside. Ireland go up the line. They tried to move it in the 22, but passes not going to hand early on. But full credit to Tonga for the pressure they're putting on with their defence. Hansen then kicks a great 50-22. Tonga seemed to have just switched off for a moment, but then Tonga, they get over the ball and win the penalty to kind of redeem themselves. Ryan then steals a Tonga line-out and Ireland win a penalty as they go forward. Peter Manny, though, he gets pinged for obstruction and Tonga opt to kick for the post. Havili nails it and brings us level at 3-all. Murray then kicks a Garryowen and Taumo Pia, he knocks it on. Hansen flicks the ball up to Byrne. He passes it on to Porter, who slides over the try line. Then TMO check shows that Hansen actually knocks it on. So it's no try, scrum to Ireland. Murray then sells a dummy as he breaks from the scrum. He finds Ringrose, but then they knock it on under pressure from Tonga at the breakdown. Ireland then put pressure on in the scrum and Paolu slices his clearance kick. Ireland then finally get the breakthrough. Sexton passes the ball inside to, he puts Doris through a hole. Great line from Doris there. He gives it to Byrne and he's able to stretch out the ground on the line between the posts. Sexton adds the extras for 10-3. Havili then makes it 10-6 from penalty after Piatau just completely ghosts Keenan with some great footwork. Another great strike from Havili. I thought he overall had a really good game. Lowe then takes a kick one-handed and kicks it long. He's hit late and Ireland have a penalty from where the ball landed. Sexton goes into the corner. Really silly penalty for Tonga to give away there because the hit was just stupidly late. Ireland then put Aki at the tail of the line out to go to the middle. Aki goes right into the centre of the maul and they drive over once they break Tonga's initial resistance. Doris is the scorer here. Sexton converts for 17-6. Murray then puts a box kick, or tries to, but gets charged down the Ireland 22. Peter Manny, though, was first to react. He regathers it. Could have been, a bit of a soft response to give to Tonga if they had actually gathered the ball there and gone over to score instead. Then Porter wins a penalty at the breakdown and Ireland go up the line. So, really good work from Omani, and then Porter, adds to that, and suddenly Ireland are back on the front foot again. Tonga, though, turn Ireland over just inside their own 22. Great defence, but then just kick the ball out on the full. And silly errors from Tonga really were costing them at times when they were trying to get themselves back in the game. Ireland attack off the line out across the back line. Lovely pass from Ringrose. Finds Hansen on the wing. He then just comes inside and steps through a few Tongan defenders, steps again and goes over to score. Sexton converts to make it 24-6 and also to reach 1,083 points in total for Ireland and draw level with Ronan Nagara as our record point scorer of all time. There's then a great chase from Hansen on a kick and Peter Manny then gets over the ball to win a penalty. Ireland go to the corner, looking for that bonus point before the break. They go to the maul. Kelleher breaks off and goes over, but he gets held up. Really good defence by Tonga there, and it's goal line dropout. Ireland run that back through Conor Murray, gives it on to Ringrose. He takes it up and then he finds Sexton, who goes over to score, and he goes out on his own as the record holder for points for Ireland. He also converts his own try for 31-6, and that's the bonus point in the bag. Tonga then get a penalty for a high hit by Ireland. It's a seatbelt tackle from Sexton. They kick to the corner. We're almost at half time, but they can sniff, maybe they can get a score here. They go to the tail and set up the maul. It goes to ground, but then they get a penalty for Furlong kicking the ball in the ruck. Tonga up to scrum. Peter Manny then gets himself a yellow card for killing the ball. Aki now packing down in the scrum. Scrum's a bit messy, but Tonga win another penalty. And basically there was no clear release from Aki at a breakdown. Ireland keeping them out, but we come back for the penalty then. Scrum again. Fafita breaks off the back of this one. He goes over to score. Havili converts, and it's 31-13 at half time. And, well done to Tonga there for, being patient and getting that score. And, it gave them something to cling on to, I think, at half time. Ireland then changed the entire front row and Johnny Sexton at half time. At second half then, Tonga win a scrum penalty. And Havili makes it 31-16 from the tee. Ringrose then almost scores for Ireland, but he can't quite get to a Gerber kick through. Should probably have scored there, and he wasn't best pleased with himself. Then Beelum has to go off from HIA, so Furlong has to come back on. Beelum doesn't reappear, so Furlong has to finish the game now. Ireland, they go to the corner from another penalty. Try a variation at the line-out, but it's a bit messy. They still retain the ball though and win another penalty. Herring then taps the penalty, goes over, but then the TMO says that he was short and then propels himself forward with his legs on the ground, so it's no try. Fafita, then he goes through a big gap and looks like maybe he's got to run to the line. There might be some cover there, but I think he just takes his eye off things and drops the ball. It just kind of squirted out of his hands. From here then, Ireland, they go up the line from a scrum penalty, work to win 5 meters in the shadows of the post, but then Visi Hoey gets over the ball and wins a penalty. Ireland, I feel at this stage they need to score just to stop it becoming a fight for the win once again. They need to just kill it off as a contest and just kind of so they can relax a bit. And from here then, go to corner from another penalty, and just got a feeling like that score that they're looking for might be coming now. They set up the maul, it's going forward, and then Casey, he takes it out from the back, puts Lowe over. Lowe came on a nice line, nice and hard as well when he took the ball. Goes in between two defenders and scores. Byrne converts this one for 38-16. Bundyaki then picks a great line. He goes over for a try for Ireland as well, and we're beginning to stretch away. Converted by Byrne for 45-16. Ireland then go to the corner again. They're hungry for more tries. They're pounding away at the line, and then Casey sends Aki over for his second try of the game. And at this stage, I think Aki, just the form he's in, he's definitely our first choice 12. Whether Henshaw is fully fit or not, I think you've got to pick Aki. He's just in such amazing form. He's on fire. Byrne converts this one for 52-16. Then Herring goes over for another try as Tonga, they basically overthrew a defensive 5 meter line out. He gathered it and went over to score. Byrne converts for 59-16 full-time score. So Ireland, they felt much slicker this week after some initial hiccups. They're going to need Beelum to be okay, though, for next week, I feel. Big congratulations to Sexton on that record. Lineout was better this week, you know, overall at least. There were a couple that went awry, but 20 tries in their opening 2 games. They'd love to get, you know, a few more next week as well, but they're going to have to go up a few levels, I think, to take on the Springboks. Tonga, they started well, but they made more and more mistakes as the game went on. Some amazing individuals in their team, but as a collective, they're not quite there.